Good morning all. Myself Mohammed Shafiullah, Assistant Professor in Department of CSE BITM Bellary. Welcome back to this course on C programming for problem solving. In this session, I am going to explain you about the categories or the different types of user defined functions in C language. So, a function depending on the arguments and depending upon the return type, it may be, it may fall onto the following categories. Functions with no arguments and no return values. So in the first case, there is no arguments, neither there is a return value. So the parameter list is empty and the return value is also void. Functions with arguments and no return values. In the second case, we have the formal parameter list, but we do not have the return value, which will be void here. The third case is functions with arguments and with return values. We do have the formal parameter list and we also have the return type. So we won't have the return type in this case as void. And the last one is functions with no arguments but return values. The formal parameter list is empty, but we have a return value. So this here we won't have void. So in the first case and in the last case, we have the formal parameter list to be empty. When we say no arguments, we don't have the formal parameters in the first and the fourth case. Whereas in the first case, second case, we do not have the return values. So the return type will be void in the first two cases, and the last two cases the return type will not be void. So let us see this in detail. Functions with no arguments and no return values. This is our first case. As I said, this type of function will not have any parameters, and they will also not return any value to the calling function. So when there is no formal parameter list, neither there is a return value, so there is no data transfer between calling function and called function. You have to remember, when the return type is void and the formal parameter list is empty, there will be no data transfer between calling function and called function. So calling function cannot send any data. Calling function cannot send any value also, and hence called function will not receive any data. So this is our first case. So let us see this with a program to add two numbers using functions with no arguments and no return values. So here we are trying to add two numbers. In the last class, I have taken a program wherein I add the two numbers, but here we have functions with no arguments and no return values. So same thing, we have a local header files. We have function declaration void add. Remember, whenever the parameter list is empty, please look at this part. It has just two parentheses. There is nothing written within the parentheses. That indicates that the parameter list is empty. And how do we indicate the return type is empty? Void. So we are telling that there will be no return of any value from call function to calling function. So this is our main function. So there is no data transfer between calling function to called function, right? So just we are writing add. This is a function call. Remember, the formal parameter list is empty and return 0. Remember, whenever the return type is void, in a called function, this shouldn't be an assignment expression. Because you are not returning any value. Hence, it should not be an assignment expression. So then finally we are returning here. Look at our called function, void add, and then this is our header and the body. What are we doing here? We are taking three variables, n1, n2 result. Then we are asking the user to enter any two numbers. Then once the user enters the numbers, we are storing it in n1 and n2. Then result will be n1 plus n2. Then we are just printing it. So the last statement will be return here. It can be only return, but remember, we are not returning the value. We are returning the control back from calling function to the called function. So the same thing I have here in a program. So same program to add two numbers using functions with no arguments and return values. Let me run this code and then check the output. So it is asking me for any two numbers. I give 5 and 7, which I get it as 12. So the sum of two numbers is 12 here. So this is our first case. Now moving on to the second case. Functions with arguments and no return values. So in our second case, we do have the parameter list, but the return value will be void. That is, we are not going to return any value. So here there is a data transfer from calling function to called function. Whenever you have the formal parameter list, that is, if it is not empty, it's an indication that there is a data transfer from calling function to called function. Since your return type is void, there is no data transfer from called function back to the calling function. So the called function will have parameters, but it will not have return value. So this is our second program to multiply two numbers using user defined functions. So here we have functions with arguments and no return values. If you look at it, the difference between the first case and the second case, we do not have empty here, we have a parameter list, right? Our first case did not have parameters. Even though you don't have parameters, you should compulsorily write parenthesis to indicate that it's a function. So in our second case, we have the parameter list. So how many parameters we have? Formal parameters num1 and num2 of type integer. So our formal parameter list is not empty, but our return type is void. So it's not going to return any value. But there is a data transfer from calling function to call function, but there is no data transfer from call function back to calling function. That is the reason we are asking the user to enter the input in main function. Then after the user has entered the values, we are going to call a function multiply of n1 comma n2. So you can see the values of n1 and n2 are being passed. This is a pass by value technique. So the value of n1 is copied into num1, the value of n2 is copied into num2. Fine. Then int a product. So this program is to multiply. So we are taking multiply here, multiply as the function. So int product equals to num1 into num2, right? So multiplication of two numbers is I get the product back. So rather than adding, I'm just taking a program to multiply two numbers. Finally, I'm just saying return. Why am I saying return? Because it is just going to return the control back. Even if you do not write, that's okay. It's understood that it will return the control back. But if you are trying to return a value, there should be return with value. So return semicolon indicates that there is no return value. Hence we are writing void here. Okay. And then remember the same thing, whenever the return type is void, this should not be an assignment expression. The function call should not be like an assignment expression. So let us run this code and then try to check the output. Program to multiply two numbers and then using user defined function. So what is this? Functions with arguments and no return value. So same thing, I have function declaration, then I have a main function, then I have this called function. Let me run this code. It asks me for two values, enter any two numbers. So I give it at 4 and 7. I get the values as 4 into 7 is 28. I get the output as 28 here. So this is our second case. Moving on with the third case is functions with arguments and with return values. So this is what we normally write it. We do have the arguments, we do have the return value. If you remember the first program what I did for adding two numbers in the previous session was based on this part, functions with arguments and with return values. That is, we do have the formal parameters and with also the return type is not void. It will return a value, meaning that whenever we say it is going to return a value, it shouldn't be a void data type. So there is a data transfer from calling function to called function and also vice versa. So when parameters are passed, the called function can receive values from calling function. So when the function returns a value, that is which function? Called function returns a value, the calling function can receive a value from the called function. So let us see this program to find the cube of a number using user defined functions. So what is this? Functions with arguments and with return values. That is, if I give any number, for example, if I give the number as 2, what is 2 cube? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. I should get the output for 2 as 8 because 2 cube is 8. If I give 3, it should be 27 because 3 cube is 27. So now we do have a return type, hence it is integer. We do have a formal parameter list, so it is not empty. So int cube is my function name. So int main, int n comma result. So in calling function, that is in main function, I am asking the user to enter the values. So the user is going to enter the values that will be stored in a variable n. Then there is a function call. Remember, we have an assignment expression here. We do have an assignment expression because the return type here is not void. In case if our return type was void, we were not having this to be as an assignment expression. Since our return type is integer, we do have a return type, we do have assignment expression. So result equals to cube of n. So there is a function call the control transfers from calling function to called function. So here cube of int num. So return of num into num into num. So what is the value of num into num into num? It should be multiplied thrice, right? Cube is nothing but if I give 2, 2 into 2 into 2, which will be 8. So this is return of num into num into num. The moment this is returned, the entire cube of n value will be the, suppose if I give 2, it will be returning 8. So cube of n value will be 8, which will be assigned to result, assignment expression, right? So the value of result is 8. So now we are going to print the cube of 2 is 8. Then finally we return the control back. So let us run this code. So I have the program here to find the cube of a number using user defined functions, functions with arguments and return value. So same program, let me run this. If I give 2, I get it as 8. If I give 7, I get it as 343. So this is our third case. Let us go to the last one, which is functions with no arguments but return values. That is, the formal parameter list is empty, but the return value is not void here. So in this case, there is no data transfer. Since the formal parameter list is empty, there is no data transfer from calling function to called function, but your called function is going to return a value. So we say that there is a data transfer from called function to calling function. So when function definition returns a value, the calling function receives only one value from the called function. Remember, it is going to return only one value. Called function is going to return only one value, and so calling function is going to receive only one value from the called function. So program to find the cube of a number, same program, but we are writing it functions in the form of function with no arguments but return values. So let us try to compare these two codes. Here we had int cube of int num. See, the return type will be integer in both the cases, but our formal parameter list will be empty in the present case. So if you look at it, there is no formal parameter. The reason is functions with no arguments. So int cube is function declaration. Remember, return type is integer and parameter list is empty. Int min, int result. Result equals to cube. There is a function call, but there is no data transfer from calling function to called function. That is the reason we have the formal parameter list to be empty here. So the moment there is a function call, the control transfers from calling function back to called function. So here we ask the user to enter any number. Can you see here, since we are not passing any parameter from calling function to called function, right? So we need some value, right, to perform, to compute. So we are asking it in called function. So when the moment user enters any number, we are going to return back of cube of it. Finally it will print. Let us run this code. So same code to find the cube of a number using user defined functions, functions with no arguments, but we have the return value. So I get enter any number, I give 4, so it says cube of entered number is 64, right? So let me summarize the things. So this is types of user defined functions. In the first case, there is no argument, there is no return value. In the second case, we do have the arguments, but we don't have the return value. In the third case, we have the arguments, also we have the return values. But in the fourth case, we do not have the arguments, but we have the return values. So whenever there is no arguments, we just keep an empty pair of parentheses. And whenever there is no return value, we just write void. Okay. So that's it for this session. If you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment section. Thank you.